iScope Media. Here we bring you the exclusive top news headlines for our viewers today. The top 10 news of the day are: European Union passes new sanctions package against Russia, Belarus over Ukraine invasion. Devendra Fadnavis detained by Mumbai police during protest demanding Nawab Malik's ouster. UP polls. Samajwadi Party writes to Election Commission seeking live webcast of counting. Link for all parties to watch. Piyush Goyal lauds PM EAM for evacuation in war-hit Ukraine. Charge sheets against alleged curators of Bully Buy and Sully deals filed in CMM court. Biological E seeks permission for Corbevax EUAs for children in age group of 5 to 12, says report. 2 Bengal BJP MLAs suspended for rest of budget session after ruckus during the Gov speech. Russia says some progress made in talks. Army asked to not topple Ukraine government. Russia demands explanation from US over alleged biological programs in Ukraine. Russia warns of broad retaliation to Western sanctions amid ongoing war with Ukraine. European Union passes new sanctions package against Russia, Belarus over Ukraine invasion. In a bid to pressurize Russia to stop such military operations in Ukraine, the European Union permanent representatives have approached a new package of sanctions. The permanent representatives have included more Russian leaders, oligarchs, and their family members in the latest package of sanctions. Moreover, in the package of sanctions, a ban has been imposed on the export of several goods. A complete list has been prepared of goods that cannot be exported from the 27-member bloc to Russia, which includes technologies and software as well. Also, the export of maritime equipment. Devendra Fadnavis detained by Mumbai police during protests demanding Nawab Malik's ouster. In a massive development on Wednesday, former Maharashtra CM Devendra Fadnavis was detained by the Mumbai police while staging a protest demanding Minister Nawab Malik's resignation. A few minutes earlier, he addressed a protest along with key BJP leaders at the Azad Maidan with the motto Nawab Malik Hatao, Desh Bachao. Visuals showed the leader of opposition in the Maharashtra Assembly waving to a vast number of BJP workers gathered on occasion before getting into the police van. UP polls. SP writes to the EC seeking live webcast of counting. Link for all parties to watch. The Samajwadi Party on Wednesday wrote to the Chief Election Commissioner ahead of counting of votes on March 10 demanding webcasting of the counting process in all constituencies. In the letter, Akhilesh Yadav-led party requested that the counting process be webcast across all districts and that the link for the same be made available for all political parties to watch it live. Piyush Goyal lauds PM EAM for evacuation in the war-hit Ukraine. As the number of Indian nationals evacuated from the Russia-invaded Ukraine surpassed 20,000, Union Minister Piyush Goyal held a press briefing on Wednesday. In the press briefing, Goyal outlined how Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself monitored the whole process and called the evacuation efforts of India unparalleled to that of any other country, including the United States that just released an advisory asking the Americans to leave. Charge sheets against alleged curators of Bully Buy and Sully deals filed in CMM court. In a key development, Delhi police on Tuesday, March 9th filed charge sheets against Omkareshwar Thakur and Neeraj Bishnoi in the Sully deals and Bully Buy mobile application case. Sully deals and Bully Buy were apps where Muslim women were auctioned. Both the aforementioned names are allegedly the curators of the apps. Biological E seeks permission for Corbevax EUA for children in age group of 5 to 12, says reports. In a key development, Hyderabad-based pharmaceutical firm Biological E has applied for emergency use authorization for its new COVID-19 vaccine Corbevax on Wednesday, March 9th. Notably, Biological E is seeking permission to use the vaccine in the age group of 5 to 12 years. Two Bengal BJP MLAs suspended for the rest of budget session after ruckus during Gov speech. BJP lawmakers Sudeep Mukhopadhyay and Mihir Goswami were suspended from attending the West Bengal Assembly for the rest of the budget session for creating disturbances in the House during Governor Jagdeep Dhankar's inaugural speech. The motion was brought by the State Parliamentary Affairs Minister Partha Chatterjee seeking the suspension of the BJP MLAs for the rest of the current session of the House and was put to vote by Speaker Biman Banerjee. Russia says some progress made in talks. Army asked to not topple Ukraine government. In a significant development, Russia said Wednesday stated that talks with the Ukraine had made some progress after the two sides held their third round of negotiations in Belarus. Addressing a press brief, Foreign Ministry spokesperson shared the negotiations with officials from Kiev to resolve the conflict were making headway and underscored that Moscow's troops had been not asked to topple the Ukrainian government. Russia demands explanation from US over alleged biological programs in Ukraine. The Russia Federation, along with its close ally China, has leveled serious allegations against the United States and claimed that it has biological programs in Ukrainian laboratories. Following the allegations, Russia's foreign ministry has now slammed Washington and sought an explanation. This also comes after the Chinese foreign ministry to allege that the United States controls labs in at least 30 countries, including Ukraine. Russia warns of a broad retaliation to Western sanctions amid ongoing war with Ukraine. Amid the ongoing war with Ukraine, Russia warned the West that it was formulating a broad retaliation to sanctions that would be rapid and felt in the most sensitive parts of the West economy. According to Director of the Foreign Ministry's Department for Economic Cooperation, Russia's response would be prompt, deliberate, and sensitive to those it addresses, the news agencies have reported. Well, this was all about the top 10 news of today. Stay with us. We shall bring you top 10 news every day. This is Aparna Singh reporting for iScope.